Now, following on in a little exercise where we did this little movement here without the club, I'm now going to put the club in. And the idea being is that I want everybody to get into this neutral position. My left hand, by squeezing my arms together, my left hand is actually in the correct position. If I just place it on, nice and neutral, my right hand accordingly, nice and neutral. Little quick check here. The creases are pointing straight in towards me, running parallel with the club face, which is vertical at this point. Now, what we're then going to start to do is, and just to show you something, if I went slowly, and I suppose what we're doing here is a little kind of swing build process. But actually, I want everybody to get, you can, as I said, you can kill maybe 2 or 3 birds with one stone here. Become a proper swinger. I guarantee you hit the ball more consistently out the sweet spot, but also straighter and further. Everything goes together. It's not by chance all the top players hit the ball a long way and pretty much straight. It's almost like the higher the handicap, the less distance that people get from their own physiques. So much energy goes missing. And also the ball tends to go offline, you know. It's a great combination, you know, short and wild off the tee. So keeping those arms together, we've got the neutral position here. Now, if I went slowly, just to show you something here, I've got no momentum, nothing's happening. But if I just let my arms swing back and forward, you can think of it as maybe 2 different ways. Let the shoulders turn, or just feel your arms swinging back and forward. But what you're doing though, you're keeping all this down and together up here. So now every part of the body's involved, even this little movement here. I can feel my legs wanting to move. Let them go. Now, as I'm swinging back and through, first things that I'm feeling is I'm hitting the same spot every time, same depth, not trying to do that, now without even looking at the ground, still hitting that same depth every time. But what's actually happening, because I'm not trying to manipulate, as I'm swinging back, my right hand, I can see 2 knuckles here, the forefinger and the next one in, and my left hand, I can only see this first knuckle here. I think you'll find with most people you'll see too many on the left hand and nothing on the right hand. They've rolled it out of position. So this is the correct way, back, there. And then on the way through, as I'm coming through, what I'm now starting to feel is the club head almost sliding under. The first thing people say to me is when they start doing this, oh, I feel as if I'm scooping it. They feel the club head sliding under, and the club head starting to come up quite quickly. That's how it should feel. Scooping as a fault is a completely different thing. You see people trying to get over bunkers and they're trying to do all this and help it up in the air. That's kind of scooping. That definitely doesn't work. But by doing this, although you feel you're almost maybe flicking the club head up, I guarantee at impact you'll be in that position. Your body is already getting ahead of it. Your hands are ahead. You're so-called compressing it. You get that lovely ball turf strike. But you can actually see as I'm doing this how when my right hand feels under, almost pointing up, my left hand is, the back of it's pointing up, allowing that club to really zip through, and the club face is looking kind of square here. So the club is actually staying squarer through the ball, not trying to do it. You're not in any way trying to keep it square. That's a disaster. You're actually get that lovely free wheel. Then you can start to go faster. You can really, no more power going into it, just going faster. So get your club, set yourself up, arms together, neutral grip, and start just getting that sensation. And the checkpoints here on the backswing, my left hand, I can just see this knuckle, and I can see 2 here. That's because my hands are staying more that way, not none of this. Okay, so that's the start.